Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakdash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone Drew Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shimon. This week's topic is going to be entitled, America being destroyed shouldn't be a cope. America being destroyed should not be a cope. And this is something I want to address. And what do I mean by that? I mean the fact that America will be destroyed pursuant to Bible prophecy. We know that that's going to happen. Isaiah 55 and 11. The Most High's word should not return void. All right. And Isaiah 14 and 24. So surely as I have spoken, so shall it stand. Right. With that said, brothers should not be using the fact that America is going to be destroyed as a cope to their solution for their problems that they're facing right now. Whether it's a financial burden that you're on, and an opportunity presents itself to have you get a job that's going to require more of you. The cop-out is, even though you're physically able to do this job, deep down in your mind, it requires more responsibility, more of your time, and you wish rather to be comfortable. And then you use the cope, well, America is going to be destroyed anyway, so let me just use this basic job, even though I know I could do better, right? And all that does is eventually put you in a financial strait, right? Or you eating and not really giving a shit about your body. You're not taking care of your body. Why? Oh, America is going to be destroyed, so what's the matter, right? And that's really like a defeatist way of thinking and approaching life, using that to face your problems head on, and it's something that, it's a mindset that's very young in the truth, right? When you come in the truth, that's sort of your mindset, fuck it. And I'm speaking from personal experience, where in the old me, when I came in the truth, is a bit more different than the new me in terms of how I approach things, because I got put into a position where I knew it was requiring more of me. I knew it was going to eat up more of my time. I know I'll take on more responsibility. But the previous me had I had something comfortable. The old me would have just, let me just be comfortable, and America's going to be destroyed. But I'm like, hell no, fuck that, because I already know what that's going to lead to, being not only like a financial burden onto myself, but then the brotherhood, right? Knowing damn well if I took on the better role, I would probably diminish or mitigate the chance of that happening. So the new me is like, fuck that, I'm going to have to do things that I'm not comfortable with, man, We have to learn to be uncomfortable. Plus, the scriptures tell us that we're going to get this thing by the sweat of our brows. So to try to circumvent the hard work and the rigor that's going to probably come with being in this place, unless you win the lottery or some shit, it's pointless, man. It's pointless. We either going to have to put in that extra effort or be a burden, Again, it doesn't just stop at financial. It stops at the health. It stops at different things, responsibilities with your family, your kids, and these sorts of things, We have to, when we go out there and we teach and we say that, look, we're going to, Lord willing, be the first fruits of the nation of Israel going into the governing body. A governor or king has loads of responsibilities. So I think brothers have to grasp that. You have to grasp that, look, if you can't manage this little bullshit hell that we're going through now and coming up with solutions, not just like I was saying, then how the hell are you going to govern a whole nation of people? If you can't come up with basic solutions, or solutions rather, to the problems that you're facing in America, you see? And oftentimes the solution is to do things that we're not comfortable with, Some of the decision making, we make. I'll give you another example, right? Years ago when I got a job, I didn't care about benefits. I didn't care about 401k. I didn't care about none of that shit. Just give me my check. America's gonna be blown up, right? Now, pre-adventure, what if the Most High was to wipe me out and have my wife, my kids, take me off kill me? Which the Most High has all the right to. Even though we're doing this work, we do have sins going back multiple lives. So brothers in this truth can perish on a sudden. It can happen. Now, your children that you left behind, they're in a fuck position because you didn't really plan or even think about that, But go back to the scriptures and look at a situation like Hezekiah. Hezekiah built an aqueduct. Isaiah the prophet said, "Look, I'm going to deliver you from the Assyrians." Hezekiah still built an aqueduct. A plan B, if you will. In case the siege was to go down. Now, as I got older and I got responsibilities, right? The responsible thing to do is to prep for the occasion. If I was to lose my life, if something were to happen, the Most High was to take me out, which at the end of the day, we're not complaining about that. If we die in the truth and the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first, I at least left some sort of cushioning, all right? My wife, my kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing adverse to going against the truth in that sort of thinking, The primary thing is this: when the scriptures speak about, the love of money and abusing this world and all that type of stuff, it's not saying, deviate from your problems and don't be concerned absolutely with the responsibilities in the world. It's the primary thing is, are you putting these things before the truth? Because even when the Apostle Paul said, the love of money is the root of all evil, what was the next verse says? He says, which some have erred and the fate lusted for, roughly paraphrasing. So he's telling you what it's really going into, man. All right? Money, these things, this is offense, man. All right? Now, if you're covetous in that, and you're putting these things before the word, then of course you earn. Please don't take what I'm saying and then use that as an excuse to miss camp months and shit like that. No, this is not what this is when it's talking about abusing, This is not what I'm saying. The primary thing is find time for the work. If the work is taken care of, then don't be afraid, all right? Or use America being destroyed as a coat, all right? To take care of your additional responsibilities, man. There's too many bullshit that brothers are going through right now that we have the scriptures to govern us, that we should... Certain things are external. Outside your control. Most I forbid you're in a car crash. Most I forbid something happens, something completely external happened. That's different. But some of these wounds that we're going through are self-induced. All right? Busting down McDonald's every day and then wondering why you're sick and, brother, I'm sick, I can't make it to Kimball. What the fuck were you doing in McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? But fuck these bodies, the world's gonna be destroyed anyways. No, man, that is not the right way of, that's not very intelligent, man. That's not how a king will govern his own body or govern his own house, man. That sort of thinking. So we have to not only say that we're gonna have a kingly mindset, but practice kingly governing mindsets, man. Look at problems and come up with a royal solution according to the scriptures, man. You see? So you might be comfortable with your little minimum wage, damn well you could go out there, hustle and do better. But you rather stick with the minimum wage, struggle, probably run into jams and hacks of brotherhood and all that. Well, damn well, look, man, as a man, we just have to take on more fucking responsibilities. That's it. That's a cold, hard solution to it, all right? And we just got to man up and do that shit, man. That's it. That's it, man. See? And I always give this example. Of a guy that was once in the truth. And this is when I, my early few years, I was talking to a guy on the phone, and he was telling me endure. A few guys have told me endure, and look, they're not even here anymore. But this guy, he told me, just endure, brother, endure no matter what. Even if this place got to go to 2015. So he said, even if this place got to go to 2015, and we're about to hit 2023, so the fact that America is going to be destroyed, he put a timestamp on it in his head. He put a timestamp on it. Like, it's not going to go past this. So if it's not going to go past this, I can behave like this. I can do this because it's going to end. Look, America will be destroyed on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's time. We pray every single day that it's soon, because honestly, the problem to all our solutions is the missiles dropping and America being destroyed and us ruined. That's a problem to all our solutions. But if you in the back of your head put a timestamp on it saying it got to be this year, then therefore my actions could be this, when you know damn well that the actions that you're about to take is not a long-term solution to your immediate problems. You know? Just because I'm saying have this particular thought process does not negate or even for the slightest skew the faith that the prophecies will take place. But as you can see, like, a part of it being in the truth is to grow, right? And if you've been in this truth a number of years and you say, wait a minute, shit, that thought process has really fucked me over a bit, you know? Give you an example, right? This guy's not here among us. General Makawana, right? Remember General Makawana in the camp? This guy was in the truth for 20 years and didn't have a fucking driver's license, man. You see what I mean? That type of shit. That's the perfect example, man. You in this thing 20 years because when you came in, you told America would be destroyed and you didn't go out and got a fucking driver's license, man. Now you're what? Now you're a goddamn burden. And was it external? No, it was self-induced. And shit like this gotta just stop, man. Shit like that just gotta completely stop. So, I hope brothers received the message in sincerity. Change that mindset. Don't be afraid to take on responsibility. You know damn well what needs to be done. You have to do it. Alright, with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Chakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Akim to Zadakim, that do this thing that have more truth and sincerity. Shalom.